And I think everybody enjoying this good day and already in August days, and you're about to see the first circle of rounds, and I'm ready to call for the first team. Everybody call out Team Gorilla. Alright, the yellow-green team previously had a lot of good fights. They have become a huge problem for rest of the teams on the entire court, and against them today we're about to witness another strong team, Team Shooters. Today probably the Black Devils say, yeah, I think they are about to rush inside the two ways. And as I see, except for some players, overall it looks pretty the same. I see Subambekov Nurtai, I see Nikita Boyko, Adiyev Baish as well as them, Saram Sakov Amir and Bek Bialev also. Same old people used to play before, also joining it one more day. For Gorilla, I think several substitutions. Most of them are also back. And I think there is someone on the bench also haven't played before. Milam Timur again plays under number 30. Bayan Afaskat returned back after a little bit of an absence. Viktor Starygin probably coaching, non-playing coach right now. Razbekov Azamat and son of Timur Dvarsteriz, Ilhan Malayev also being absent for a while. The fact that he's not playing together with Ilhan Malayev probably doesn't open the whole initial potential of the game. Jump ball was prepared for Shooters, and Gorilla are almost steady there to come across the entire tournament. And we're back in flashes. Overall looks pretty well the same. Let's just see. I think now we only try to guess. Can only try to guess who might win. Can't see Arbayev for a while. Looks like he is somewhere around the corner, but I guess no. He won't be joining. Evgeny Slatkovsky will serve the game, and Gorilla had previously played against several teams and such as Shooters. When they played against Energy, they felt of a lot of probably destructive measures. They didn't feel the game would be that easy from the start, and every single time looks like their draft is changing. It changes very frequently. There are no top states and stuff, so that's why we can only try to give as many potential to the players as it is possible. And Adiyev Baish always ready to go for the sound recalling. Then he starts off for the breaking series with an upward start. He hasn't probably joined everyone else back. And Bialev, I think, could go for the first swing. Still a lot of changes introduced. We can guarantee that the teams playing against each other, they won't find a lot of problems. And 30 seconds, Gorilla opens the score. They try to go for good punches, and when it goes, they'll be ready to for full. Pass given again to the mid-court. I think they are able to start off. Bounce pass was given one more time, and then exactly here the possession is given to the opposite team, as you might notice. So once they release it off the sideline, then I think players will be ready to start off. Will Baish Adiyev, I think, wants to play the pass again. Close to the arc, and then there is a three. Punched in by Subambekov Nurtai. Very quickly he went through, and guys, you remember he also took part in the Olympic Games in Buenos Aires, if you remember, years ago. And currently watching the Olympic Games, you might also take a look at the basketball games proving on. And overall the tough teams to be full. I hope you have your favorite there, and yeah, you're cheering it until the end from the start. Baish Adiyev will try a little dribble, passes on Subambekov Nurtai. Again, one more screen from behind. No post-up zone positions. They quickly retain, and I think on this point they kind of lost advantage. So Vekov was trying to get inside to the wall all gauges. Milanov Timur is about to go for release. Okay, can he go? They still can play the passes again in dark. They full resemble, and by the end again the ball was out. 3 offenders were in the paint. Didn't check the violation. Second, 3 in the key. Pass back. Okay, nicely given to by Shadiv. I think he wants to punch one more from the corner and look close by Shadiv. Again, a lucky position. He takes everything outside the elbow. And shooters, to remind you, they had very bad games the previous week. I hope something is about to change exactly the current game, and once they get into it, they'll have probably some bigger chances to quickly move on. Okay, still plays the passes and keeps on forgetting where he could get smashed. Tsubambekov overhead, and I think gains another fall. They foul on him and then they forget that he's been giving the drive off the early, and that's where I think the defenders made a mistake. I think they'll go again for the full smash before they're about to understand what is taken. J shot, he takes it. Let's move on. And again, he goes for the game inside the painter. Again, the other shot produced by Kyrgyzbekov Timilana. He missed the shot and no one was at the rebound. They quickly retain it. They keep on forgetting themselves. Are they ready to move it all upside down? And Milanov Timur will get it, and let's see if there is any contact up there to move this all again. Resilience, the tension part. 7 minutes 5 seconds left. He will go for the best, probably opposition, and affirmation taken. One more shot produced, and he still keeps on forgetting. They go to the offense, probably trying to give a quick response. Shot been made. Again, too far from it. Shooters 5 points, and then Gorilla 2 points. What are they looking for again? That's a too deep drive inside. Went too deep, and then realizing there are tall defenders still keep on making mistakes. Now Timur receives the other pass. Yeah, when it comes to technical fouls throughout your career, I think it would be quite questionable about the way you play, and Gorillas probably making those technical timeouts. They'll just have to be very careful upon. Or could be getting inside. Pass received to Subambekov Nurtai again, leading it straight to the attack. Milan Timur meets him inside. Okay, in the paint here. Gives it to the corner. Adiev swings it over the weak side. Tries the same thing out of paint. Ball has now been saved, and again the other possession for shooters. And something was wrong with Gorilla today. They can't even implement the attacks properly. They keep on missing those easiest points in the games. And once they flush it all, they kept it all aside. Bayana Faskat, can he go for the retention? Still available for the steps back. Milanov Timur again. The other step he made from far. I think that's where he's about to make mistake, and then kept on forgetting himself. Subambekov played very low underneath. 5:46 left. Milanov Timur still passing the midcourt. He tries this off the correct corner where he could reestablish the maintenance. Bayana Faskat saved it from zoning, and then No, Timur still 2. They takes the most of the initiative. Produces 3. Kyrgyzbekov found the rebound, and again the ball is still in hands of shooters. Subamekov tries the same thing. 3 defenders pushed them all. Found probably a chance to shoot, but whistle says they'll just have to stop. It is taken by shooters now. Yeah, I think the foul's gonna been off the offside. He has forgotten that the main problem is strengths. Shooters created in quick combination with very good shots. And probably Gorilla is still preparing to give it again. The other assist thrown from almost all the midcourt. They try a lot of attempts. They try to give the shots and then move out quickly. Again, transition behind the back. A drive after followed by it, and that's the end. Yeah, that's a pure round. He has forgotten again. Couldn't score and then smashed the point until the end. Alright, let's see. That's again Adiev trying to purge the team and then punish the opponents for not implementation of the right balls. He will use the chance. Won't probably give it to the opponents. Can jump. Can they play the bounce? Still, I think thing to dispute about. He raised his hand, and I think by the end he has forgotten himself. Subamekov, can he save it? No. He knew that I think Askat Bayanov touched the ball. Decided to leave it after him and then leaves himself 4 minutes. Exactly 4 minutes just to go for a good reclaimant. And they wants to finish it. They all go for the temptation. Yeah, I might be quite mistaken if I say that Adiev plays today. Plays probably the least out of all his games. And I can't really get it. What is he missing? Yeah, let's go for him. They all go for Informish. Maybe they would no longer be available for the shots to be made, and again he still kept on taking ball above the head. Maybe once they realize that the ball again still doesn't take any other initial part for them, they were maybe not ready for the shot to be established from the beginning. So they still play the same way, and then the marches, it feels like they're playing sort of a table games. Yeah, alright, again the TH2 with the open 3 with the arc. Too slow, I think they are still holding them back. They don't even have time to cover all defenders. And this is what happens, they gain an end one. You guys see it, Khan Malai has gained an end one and will use another chance to make the shot. That's a lot of problems. They take the substitutions one more time. Notice shall be made, in my opinion, and Uzbekov as a Mumat reminds me a little bit of how they all play. It gets a judger because double-digit number gained for double-double is still not covered by almost anybody else on the Holy Cross entire tournament. You gotta prepare and then respond usually by shooters is not so quick. Nikita Boyko provides a very good back screen and cut by Adiev, right hand and off the board. He did score at 240. 248. That's Adiev. And kept everything on flick, did a lot of job. I think just to speed up they'll have to be a little Bialev again. Another lock position and tall enough just to toss it from above. With no problems. They played a quick dual combination.
Looks like they have the same height, probably. That's also important.
Tossed out. Ilham Alive almost kept it. The chest pass was given. Subambeka will give the same probably assist. He hoped for it, but Milanov Timur, I think, kind of got adapted to the pass they've been made. I think exactly the similarly, like a mirror way. And Milanov did score the other 2 points. 18 with Washington. For example, if they compare it in the season they've been made and drafted in NBA, overall the age of Malik itself seems taking the same draft with the brackets. While giving the pass, he still kept on preparing and forgetting what it could be done. 11 swing from the arc. He tries up 3. Those are the high overs, and yeah, Adiv leaves no chance. One more time. Probably knows that exactly there in the key he has the highest percentage of shots. He can get over 30 points, maybe even more. Adiv again about to lead. Someone has to be ahead probably. Gives a little bit of dribbling again through the weak side. They're about to play. Fakes the shot. Nice transition behind the back, and the other scored by whistle was given earlier, last minute. Last minute, they're about to play Svatkovsky. Transit 18 4 shooters, while 7 for Gorilla. They suffer a lot, can't really score anything. Feel a lot of pain probably. Dealt Askat Bayanov just in the beginning of the attack. Decided to produce the shot, and then somehow it has happened. Not so often when we see him trying those hard positions on end one. The other end one gained by Adiv will give them chance by the end to get extra 3 points. There he is to make the shot, and unfortunately they couldn't score anything, but if now the ball is in their possession, they can get 4 points in total for a single attacking only, and still a lot of result. Bialiev took the free throw zone. Rebound, that's what they need. Ilham Alive luckily found it. Tossed it out from the midcourt. Whistle, again possession. And you see, I think the block has been there, so that's why they'll have to run back and use extra 24 seconds. Shot clock violation, just a single second probably a possession. May end up a little earlier. They have to just keep a look at the game clock. Ilham Alive, one more shot, and then the other 3 gained. Still they try to recover by the end, and it's a lot of good job. 6 points feels even more like we don't feel the same miserable situation and condition for Garvilla anymore. That's the end of the first period. And again, for now we have only the one technical occurred. And I feel like Gorilla is a little bleeding. They feel a lot of pain and they suffer a lot, I guess, from what is happening on the court. Scott Bayanov, for now, he's in the key and trying to smash the points. Probably ahead, nothing else to reveal upon. Any other game. And no tackling, but still we see Bialy is trying to get in. They found another possession for shooters. Now I don't feel like they are all going the right way. Once they play it again, they enter the paint. Kept on forgetting. Bialy finally swings one more shot. Hamalayev almost catches the ball. Or again, Adiev kept it in his own hands. Finds looking for the paint. Another attack. Oh, that's a foul. We saw it from above. He just hit the hand, and of course he'll be given the other extra chances too. We try. They may no longer be created. They still try a lot of shooters, and I don't know how come they keep on complaining, but the game seems very tiring for all the players. He tries to stop and Hamalayev kept on going, but you see Nikita Boyko finally finds a good reverse, and as a center I can't say that still plays up the main stage. He gave the right hand, still forgot it himself. He tries to shoot. Can they play a crisscross? For now it doesn't seem so. Subbanbeka, one more shot produced, and from the arc. Again, he punched it in. Didn't expect the Gorilla again has an issue because the point is growing the more they're bleeding. Uzbekov Azamat, interesting way of shooting. Uzbekov, they have something very unfamiliar for everybody. The way they perform it. Still has to play underneath, not the time for getting. Subbanbekov might miss the shot, but I think didn't get on that far. Gets this. Keeps the whole batch, and for now he's again totally in his own. Gave a right hand, didn't really miss the shot, but kept on running against the tension. Can he give a chest pass? And Hamalayev, okay, given through everybody and almost broke the whole defense, attracted several defenders, and as a result you see Alton Brick will change possession. Needed in 25. They have to take the substitution. They don't feel like they're playing now. What has happened, and I think Nikita Boyko again receives the same fall in the key. Doesn't even have to jump because he still collects the balls. Yeah, what is important, he collects the important balls. And I don't feel like he will break the series of those attacks and keep all the way rushing through. So let me just kick this out and understand what could be the option. Another shot produced. Okay, he didn't forget this time, and Hamalayev finally released it. What they can do. Okay, Lakers. Lakers, for example, playing this combination with the box. Gorilla, I think they watched their videos and using the same thing. You see that the Hamalayev again takes the arc, the longer distance, and always 4 people on the box. It's been done a lot of times by King James, and yeah, I think watching sometimes the videos of your favorite team of attacking, you can just copy and then make it familiar. Sometimes it works, but the basketball, of course, in Western is a lot different from what we play here. And sometimes those shots don't really work. Sometimes the travel even doesn't count in their association. If it's about the show, then they can't be let it. You guys know this Harden's favorite step backs, like not a single step. He makes 2 steps backs while trying to step away. We just travel here, but back there in NBA, it's all totally fine as long as it seems Very invisible and come alive. Received another foul on him. Yeah, I think the worst part is that teams are lacking their fans probably who might come to watch it. It's usually a couple people, friends, relatives and stuff. Probably they would like to see someone from outside also cheering for them and trying to support their favorite team. It's a lot. Yeah, that's enough of a level in my opinion. Nikita Boyko, I think he has to try even more. By the end, he has forgotten it. (6-19), 34-17 for shooters. Yeah, despite of the fact they had very bad games before, what I can see for now is that a lot different from what we got used to see, but you gotta know that Gorilla is not the team where you check your skills. I think they'll have to play against Dynamo or Energy to understand whether they're able to keep on competing with all other teams, Legends and stuff, you know, the teams of upper brackets, of an upper level, let's say. And it is very visible across the tournament itself which level they both are playing, and of course shooters are lacking just a little, maybe. Lack of practices, I could say, because they have very talented players. There's a huge probable luggage of the experience, but not been used as I saw, and take even some of the players. Remember that Gorilla, they became very strong once they possessed tall, very tall center players, which has not happened again. Adiev lost the ball almost, okay, hits his leg. Time to pass, and same thing. Both Bialiev, Nikita Boyko or Subambekov, they always try the key and absolutely works. Yeah, I think they can give it the proper attacks on everything while just taking all the shots and come alive, almost a back way. I think that's where he has forgotten it. Right, for now. He takes one backhand. Sadam Sakafamir makes another shot. You see it on a whistle for possession. Stops their attack very instantly, and the first 5 minutes 20 seconds played on very quickly. We're about to end the first half. Yeah, soon I think you'll see a small break where after we're gonna change their own rings and then attack the different sides. For someone it's advantage, for someone it's just a usual game. Nobody else don't really care, don't take much attention against them. Right, you see in the paint again, they play the bounces. Sakafamir makes the shot and then scores 3 from the arc. Brings a lot of good results for the team, and it all goes the same way. Without the changes introduced, Zanov received it finally to come alive. They can play together. Okay, some fast dribblings. I see speed up. Ilham Alive almost received the pass, and he missed it right after he tried. So, and they gained another first game. Not a single crowd. Yeah, I think you can feel free to speculate and take all these hammers. Crosses the midcourt, tries up the right hand, and once they kept on forgetting, they still find a slash. Can he raise the hand? I thought there was just the usual cut with the steal, but referee doesn't think the same. He appoints a foul and a fallen. Hassan of Timur. Actually, he hasn't played as good as he did in the first season. That's why he had probably less hope on those teams. But Gorilla, exactly this season, they play very long games, but at the same time, we see some upgraded improvements by them. They, of course, had more of an understanding of the game, because what I see, Asian Tigers and both Gorilla, their how to say macro game is a little bit lower than its usual. The overall court usually played very, how to say, inefficient way. They most of the times don't use the chances they possess, and then they don't adjust anything. They always stick to the same plan until the end. And critically, changing conditions is important, and I think pass given doesn't reach the target via leave. Wouldn't have a single chance. Defender was behind, was trying to push him, and the ball went too fast. Just ahead, he could notice just flying the ball. Again, the pain, they try the same thing. No foul on him. Someone managed to steal, rebound, and time to give one more attack. Nope, they still play the passes. However, the arc fully opened. And you have the player to rebound. So Meka will try the same. Oh, it looks like the same, just like the last time. No, decided not to pass Bialev. Couldn't save the ball, and they also Subambekov by the end didn't have a chance to steal it. And nice, they found that mistake. Made them feel very uncomfortable. Tried a hook in frozen there. But the Frisky gave quick matchup. Alright, Milan Timur again, another brave decision. Almost lost it. Askat Bayanov returns back. And they'll be ready once they take a short timeout. I think we are ready to start. And from the start, it seemed like shooters are gonna struggle a lot. But the game clock and then the score table shows totally different situation. Game looks quite easy for shooters. They just keep on scoring and don't really make mistakes. They just go for such a good defense, and I think they just make less mistakes. That's what it takes. Can't say their performance is much higher. What I can say, they just have a good team play, and they do understand what is a critical thinking, what is to use at critical moments. When you see another rebound, you probably think less, you try to more concentrate on the ball itself, and Gorilla provides a nice one in response. They kept on flowing, and then I think reminds me of again full position, and Adif, while taking initiative, he forgets the main aspect, taking it all a little while. Crisscross can be played over. Still doesn't give another chest pass provided. Subambekov, nice freeze against Subambekov, and he tried probably Askat Bayanov to shake off to open more box for all defenders. Now it's same time to think. Bialev finally smashed inside from corner. Looks like he's been waiting for a lot. And finally by the end, he managed to do so. Let's just see what you could do defensively by yourself, having only a single defender against. Because Gorilla doesn't seem that they have an obvious probably roles in the game. They all probably have the same height, almost the same. The average height is close to 180 and above. And in that situation, I can't really get who is playing on which position. I can't get who is the center player at all, because I see everybody at the center sometimes fighting for the ball. Unlike for shooters, they always have one player to to take responsibility for certain position. The ball tossed, still nothing a lot changed. Gabriela fights to maintain the last 45 seconds you're about to see. For the flashes of attacks, gonna be probably one of the last ones. Gabriela tries the second attempt, and Mirlana Timur scores the other three. 35 to 32-45 again, and then restitute and rehabilitate by the end. Just like in the first period, the Gabriela had the same thing. They were improving their own game by the end. Adiev hoping for screen, no pick and roll, fade. He fades away and then finds until the blocker in the key, and no one even wants to block him. 10 seconds left. Milan Timur, what decision? Right corner. Pass can be played, and Taskat Bayanov of the court couldn't manage it. Can play the pass with Nikita Boyka and swing. They scored. That's the end. The second half starts. I still feel that really can play only the last part. But I realized they almost lost everything. I think the moment they start playing the most out of Holland, which is not good in my opinion. I think from the beginning, almost two beyond shooters kept the lead of 20 points. Gorilla managed to do it only by the end, tries a fresh shot. Luckily there was Adiev again, he picks up the rebound, stops him from depriving all the points, and Bayanov Askat goes in the lead. Milanov Timur tries a serious pass was given from above, and then let's see whether that might finish in their favor. Again, they stay in the rim. One more rebound taken. Famir finally caught a good catch and assist well given to Bialev. Still moves it on, and again 20 points will be turned back for shooters. Just within a minute they managed to change and they come back to their own situation. The comfortable condition probably for shooters playing away from the opponent. And from now on, it's more or less visible how it may end up. The game looks pretty similar. Dump sticker falls down. They all just put it back and ready to continue. Alright, and I think they are almost all teams played the game for, and only Galaxy is keeping a single game probably in the season. Also wants to go for a good deprivation. Adiev, he's still in the attack again, waiting his own turn. The weak side, Sadam Famir, this swing didn't do anything about it, and I think they whistle on a fall one more time. Probably just a second ago, and yeah, let's see whether there will be any rejections. A single foul gained by Gorilla and the start. I mean, it means they'll just have to stay for a little while. They might go one more time. Yeah, they easily can go for one more shot. So once they have stopped for the attack, they all finish this. And they kind of forgot about it themselves. Didn't find any of the popular opposition. It stayed the same. So that's probably the main aspect for it. They have to just control about everything. Yeah, they tried probably a lot. They also had this part where they couldn't change the justification a lot, and once it started, they all kept on going a single way. Let them probably just to realize, to understand how it can go, for example, from the start, because the other games, for example, the games where they don't really know what is the tense and they can't catch the temp with the defender, they start losing, and lose quite a lot. Maybe it couldn't be their best game. It could be their justified and one of the shots that bring them to the victory. Despite the fact, whatever they try, it all ends up the same way. And even the flash going inside didn't have anyone on the window. Well, my only prediction that in order for him to go for full run ahead, they still tries up the series. Subambeka, one more pass, swing the other side, and I think he almost forgotten it. Big Bialev gave another good result of shot. Almost 4 minutes, almost the half of the third period pass. They don't really take 2 minutes. They fill the result hands to Milanov Timur. Steps well. Got Bayanov, gave it a shot, and they come alive, I think. Tries it again inside the paint, wants to gain a fall. Doesn't really work. After rebound, they try a lot, and I think the ball is lost. Adam Sakavamir, what a bad pass given to him. Gavrila lost it. Gavrila lost the chance, and I think won't be able to try it one more time since the attack has been given too early. Milanov Timur finally finds a good catch. Ilham Alive doesn't want to try this. He'll go for 3. No one is at the rebound. Just they take the ball outside, and the second attempt by Bayanov also doesn't really change. Okay, plays 2 hands, double dribbling. We don't understand it, and again substitutions. 5 minutes 30 seconds. Seconds and a lot less to catch this back. How come they didn't do anything about it, and then they also kept for a while for a good corners? So they themselves forget about, let's say, the UI. So that was the issue. For example, if I try to compare them with one to another, I always have the fear that they might lose. How come? Do they know? And how do they really find this out? Because it is all more or less similar to keep it all down. Yeah, what is this? Or what it could be? It is all again stay the same. My attention, they again go for the whistle. That's what they try, and most of the times they keep them forgetting. And I think, can they go for an opening? They case it inside out, they try. I think they could go while the 3-point line has not been established earlier. Starom Sakovimir tries one more shot. Again, ricochet off the glass. Can they still play it upon that? Milan Timur gives the pass. And they try again the board. Nothing changes. Subambekov returns back. Keeps it real far from the defenders. Nice pass behind to Nikita Boyko. He found it. And what I thought there could be a loss. Nice slide on everything. And Saramsaka, one more shot given. Couldn't get anything. Nikita Boyko probably tried to block him and stop earlier before that could end up. They'll still think what could be the attack. Paint is still opened, and of course Malai Vilhan tamed it. He kind of tamed the beast, and I think felt no more pressure upon it. So once I compare main players, for example, to the whole offenders taken the off-the-board shots, they perform it much easier, quicker. They don't really forget it. It is all about a moment, a single moment where you take the points. 3 is again full smashed, and Adif finds no more opposition. Third period is about to end within a while. 2 minutes 50 seconds. I think want to grow it up to 30 points. They don't hold it in hands. This Bekov Azamov missed a shot. I'm explaining to Bieliv what they had to do and what they would be able to perform. At the end, 2 minutes 30 seconds left. The whole entire series, and now nothing big really happening. So then Bekov, let's see whether he can play very low passes throughout all 3 defenders' teammates. Someone is still behind. He tries the free throw zone himself. Nothing big happens again. Can I go for the flash aside, and can they actually come back in the situation? For example, Gorilla, when they know that the point is still growing, and now by the theory they have to play stronger. But what we see is that it all stays the same. Sanov again leading the ball. Let's see what he may try. the paint. Here for now doesn't seem so. And come alive. Again, plays good assist. Not possible to get inside. They just like before the piranhas, the predator fish trying to get as close just to rip off the ball. Like a piece of your skin probably. Shot been made. Whistle. 24 seconds. Shot clock violation. Buzzer says they have to stop. Midcourt. Screen. Found it quick. Left to the right. Change the side of the screen. Boyka, okay, they wanted to play a pick and roll. Luckily for them, the ball being carried out by Gorilla team. They still stay off the side. And finally, shot given, and he still hops on it. Right hand is given, and the hook shot also doesn't change anything. He plays the up series. Adam Saka from here. He can try to stop. I'm alive. Okay, again, taking this dangerous drive. After which he didn't score anything, and he has to stop doing this so frequently because that doesn't really work. Last minute, they'll have to play their last minute, or they will move on to the next goal period. The last 50 seconds for Gorilla, nothing detected 2 minutes, and within a minute they didn't score even 2 points. Middle on of Timur finally finds a good swing. 24 seconds, and within. Yeah, he intentionally slowed down. He does realize it. The options are still possible. 10 seconds. They can play 10 and over seconds. Still a lot and almost lost it. Aliyev finds inside the elbow. Passes on Adiyev and he's already off the court. The baseline of Gorilla will be the starter. The short clock flashing being turned off. 20 seconds and less. Bounce pass. Let's see whether any turnovers might happen. Yeah, gave it too high for all of them. Yeah, they touched it, and I don't know why they were just looking at the ball. They really had to catch it earlier. Still played the passes, shot made, and rebound. 5 seconds left. Time to make it even quicker. Feels like nothing big is gonna happen. Bialev couldn't do anything. That's the end. And the last 10 minutes they're about to play. Wants to go for the forwarding attacks. Adiyev crowd is all full behind it. I think Bialev today helped him a lot in doing so. 64, 41, 23. Let's see whether they can take up to 27 and change the situation somehow. For now, the game looks very comfortable for shooters just due to the fact that Gorilla, they don't really know how to play against them. And even a height is on a pretty honest, comfortable level for shooters. Just overthrow the games from the start. Yes, nice decision again taken. I think they want to play through threes. What a confidence by Subanbekov today. And he kind of doesn't take any luck of it. He probably mostly counts on his own skill and rely on it. Probably the best securance and nice faces. Okay, the defender Ilham Aliyev giving a cut. I think Milan Timur didn't expect that he can go fakes on. Bayan finally gave the bounce pass to Malayev. He didn't fail on him. Whoa, lost it again. Makes a good pick. He puts his hand forward and then I think the ball hits it off. Let's see whether they can knock off the opponents. Nice. Okay, Askar Bayanov. That's an easy driving layup. Doesn't try a lot of. It's probably less energy in these shots. Does it over and over. Here's on off the leg. The whistle says the leg, and which means just the possession will be the only option. To be played up. Bounce passes again given. And we go through the Lions. Bialev step together with Adiev. Again, they left behind. Nikita Boyka still plays the passes away from everybody, and then the chance of defending is still stays the same. Left one given. Alright, exactly this one has been missed. And the corner wheel, you guys remember, there were 3-point contest. And an hour versus players within a minute, whether they can score all 50 balls. If there are the main three positions, it's usually 5 points on the arc, which is the sides, the corners, the big sides. Then they have the ankles and 45 degrees from the ring hand, the mid arc. It's where they try Subanbekov. Whoa! What an end one, and you guys heard the whistle. He'll be given the other chance. Tossed the ball by the end and still the luck followed him. Gave him another extra of the life to survive him. Even if they miss it after rebound, they might score 2 points above, which will in sum equal to 4 points. And the one attack gaining 4 points, it is already a lot of successful job. Didn't miss 69 and 4 more points again. It will grow up to 30 points. You kind of feel it yourself. They have just tossed it off and find no opposing. And no pure position is given, and Nikita Boyka again is already in the position. Through the weak side, he's about to play. Now full open vision for all. Square. 7-20. Adiev again plays the pass to make it one more time. He's been opened. Off the leg, the ball just rolled over towards the opponents. Adiev found a good catch. Has to play the pass, and one more weak side pick. Damn it, I think this time it went too low. Don't know how come he doesn't realize it. Milan Timur plays another one ahead, and then finally shot the mate and fight for the rebound. In rebound, we have 2 players at the same time. You do see, and then the first team fall gain for shooters. They will stop and try this out one more time. Again depends on whether they will face it or not. Once he gives it a shot, he has a lot of timing and practice upon the bids. No retention, it all feels the same. Ilham Aliyev gave a left hand. A lot of gear support, and that's a lot of good support given. To the distant shot, they can play 2 sides at the same time. Maybe once it has happened, they will be able to back this out. Malayev again, bounce pass given. He lost it himself, 6-30. they're looking for it or they've just been afraid. But obviously in that time. Subambiakov again, really far from the arc. He tries this several times. Sometimes today, more like maybe, or maybe more proficiency, we see more frequency of those shots, but still not satisfied. Always looks that he's about to score, but there is always something missing. Malayev lays on the ground and gets prepared to take his own possession. Although excited, only one defender. I think will be open. Can they try to box out anybody? No, here they raised the hands. And Askat Bayanov, Lonik is solid, took it in his own division. 69 points has not been changed, nothing shifted from this moment. Adiev produced it and regained. Final the break to 72, and I think after 5 points we'll have more understanding and is about to get the advantage, and pretty fast it's going on. Gorilla finally has to swing the shot, and yes, nothing else we expected, but gave it all a hand. Full right corner, can they try this? Adiev is thinking some cycle from here. Finally, full in the key. Bialev produced a shot, missed it. Nikita Boyko, okay, even faster. Both sides taken and everywhere is at the same time. Proper moment, takes a lot of proper moments, and whoa, that looked beautiful. Spin over with the right hand hook shot. A lot of proficiency taken. Used to score 30 points per game in the first season, and I think this stat has been decreased for a while. No matter how hard he tried, still it was last possible to do so. Adiev found another rebound after the screen. Didn't stop before the defender, and the same position. The last time it was the hook shot, this time just the usual right hand with a set shot given. And I think today shooters will knock off their opponent and will leave them without any points. Will them live in deprivation. Bialev, yeah, I think they ask him to stop, use a little more time. 76 to 52. Still trying to break this from 5 to 7 points lead to make it as 30 as possible. Adiev, okay, plays a good pass with Nikita Boyko, and he kind of knew in advance where he's going to be and found a good position. Askat Bayanov finds Ilham Alayev again in the arc. But unfortunately, what an unfortunate for Gorilla today. I don't think they're hoping to win now, because the quarter and 3:30, I think, no longer enough. Krizbeka Timlan tried to stop it, and I think there are another substitutions taken. Malayev will take the bench with Askat Bayanov. Sanov been released. Now it looks less vital on timeout. Same applause for shooters as well. Sounds like a familiar game. Played a lot, played all the periods at the start, and I think he won't even stop in the final play. And I think the possession, they said the shooters were about to play. Adiev, alright, gave it a shot. Bialev, nice save. One more shot I think he can make. screen by Nikita Boyka, and yeah, the second attempt didn't leave him without any points. Gets the 80. And 2 more points, and you see there's 30 by the corner. Almost blocked it. We saw that swipe by, yeah, by I think a Divan, and yeah, he little swept off the hand. I think even a foul could be counted in there. Plays very dangerously. Now Timur wants to use the screen to get close to the paint and produce the shot. Where before he stopped, normal pass is given. Now he reattempts. Nikita Boyka finally gives it to Adiyev and can the screen and play 1 more 3 shots. Okay, Bialev takes his own decision. Sounds like a familiar. That's a good one. Save reacted very quickly. An instant I think didn't leave anyone a chance. 1 more 3 pick. Too low. It didn't even. Yeah, he didn't even directed the ball. The ring. Asanov wants to give the drive against Adam Sakafamir and gains a foul. He gains a foul on him. I think he hit his face. Yeah, that happens. Not too often, but those kind of things happen. That's why I think we're not quite satisfied with it. Asking the referee probably, if you didn't with the elbow, why would you point a foul on me? It's what the referee says. A foul and offense, that's what he wanted to say, but the fact that he blocked his way means that actually he was the one to make foul first. 2:20. Pass to midcourt. Can he play again? The middle range screens. Milanov Timur. Oh, the pass was direct to his hands. He just didn't catch it. I don't know what's wrong. 80 to 55. Yeah, they just are losing the last minutes. I don't see shooters playing so well again at the start, and if they played extra 5 or 6 minutes, I believe me, they will bring to some bad conditions. Kuzbekov Team Milan picks 3, 58 to 80, minute and 50, last minute they're about to play. They have to finish it, I think, even earlier, because they won't have any other chances to repeat it 1 more time. Game clock been stopped, substitutions. So how do they resemble it? And how do they think how played? Still not clear for me. They all tried the same, and I think they kept on getting very good retention. A pass was given and get from behind and come alive. Tries this over and then keep it I think far from everybody. Bounce pass. Straightforward given, and even by the end, by the last 50 seconds, I still feel that Gorilla is now trying to play their best. I saw a pure block shot, but unfortunately the ball is off the baseline. That's why they gave it a release. And we'll stop for even more. Ilham Aliyev finds me well position. Why does he want to give a right hand and then stop him from the deprivation? We sees it, and Sanov finds a good pace for him, and that's almost the end of the first game. You're about to witness the other two. They might go a totally different way, just because the first games are either sometimes they're probably the best out of all 3 series, but sometimes they might be one of the weakest or the most passive, because almost in the morning time the games, if they're flushing, last 13 seconds left. Can play the bounces. No one wants to give the attack in the end. They gain 2 other points, 61 to 80. And I think that's the end. We congrats Team Shooters winning this series and hoping to see the next games.
Tradition.